Hello and welcome to a brand new... I don't really know what to call this one, guys. I kind of want to say it's a let's play, but it's not like a guide. It's not like a playthrough. So welcome to a SnowRunner playthrough. This is just a game I've always liked to play in the past, and I kind of just wanted to bring it to the series. So yeah, basically what we're gonna do in today's episode or video, we're just gonna work our way through the hopefully the first mission. And yeah, we start off basically on the edge of this map. You'll have to bear with me, it's been a while since I have played this, mind you. It is gonna do that, guys, I'm afraid. It does this stuff just to try and get you into the game a little bit, give you the controls. I could have maybe played without that turned on, but I always leave it on, to be fair. Let's get that into auto. Let's get that back on to all-wheel drive. Yeah, the first mission is we have to, well, I don't really class this as the first mission, even though it kind of is. This is just a tutorial, tells you the keys, things like that, but it's a little bit obvious on the screen. But it has been a while since I've played this, so it might take me just a little while just to remember. Now, while we have four-wheel drive on, guys, it will use more fuel, so we don't want to be using four-wheel drive on this truck as throughout the entire town, throughout the entire time. Now, we need to make ourselves to the watchtower. This first watchtower is going to give us and unlock us some of the map. So it's going to give us an idea of what we're going to need to do. And I'd like to try and maybe reach the garage today, which is basically just after completing the very first mission. So that's kind of what we kind of want to get done today. But yeah, I'm going to kind of see how this is taken as a game for the trucking channel. There you go, you will encounter different roads. That will all stop, guys, once you basically start doing the first jobs and stuff. Now, we don't normally have to go this way, but you're doing this thing. Dangerous water levels, my ass. Yeah, this is not the truck I like to use. I do have a couple of the DLC for this game. I don't have them all. I will state I don't have them all. You can refuel here, so let me just go into here and show you what we need to do to refuel. So we pull into here, we just press X, you buy your fuel, and you basically leave. Job done. That was us buying fuel for the truck. We've now got a full tank of fuel. Right, I did just turn four-wheel drive up, and then I forgot there's a giant puddle here. But yeah, this is just kind of something I maybe might bring on a weekend, like SnowRunner Saturday, SnowRunner Sunday. Kind of just see how it's perceived really as a game. There are different times of the day as well. Now, this is what's going to be brilliant about this bit. We're going to go into here. We've now unlocked a watchtower. So this is going to give us parts of the map. I'll kind of just go through this just to show you. So it basically plays you going up to the top, and then if we look on the map, which I can't remember the button to get onto the map. There we go. I knew what it was on me. So as you can see, all this is in darkness. It's all in darkness, okay? So, and we need to try and get over here. Now, there's another watchtower down here that would unlock that bit of the map, and so on. So we have to do this in a certain way. Now, what we need to do is we need to go here. This is going to be the first mission we do. We've got to get to there. There's a truck. We need to mend this bridge down here at the bottom, where we've kind of just come from. We started down here. But to give you an idea, we need to get to this and repair this bridge so we can get over to the garage. Once we get to the garage, we can basically save the game whenever we want. We can go back to the garage if we were to crash and roll and stuff. It's, you know what I mean, it's the big main first mission. But yeah, I do have some of the DLC. So some of the DLC will give us access to some pretty good vehicles early on. But I need to get to the garage in order to use those good vehicles. Yeah, this is a game I do love to play. I've played it quite a bit. On my very first playthrough, I got to Yukon Valley. Before I don't want to say I stopped playing it. I was playing it like 8 hours a day, and you know, I was playing with other people. It is a co-op game as well, guys. It is a co-op game. It is something we're possibly going to look at. Right, there we go. So this is a new truck. We have just been given this truck now. We're going to load the menu and we're going to change truck. We're going to change that one. There we go. So first things first, we need to go and do the... You'll have to forgive me while I remember what the button is on my steering wheel. I do keep pressing the wrong one. But now what we need to do is we need to go down to... Well, it's going to make us do it this way. Normally you have to go to a job to unlock it. You can do it this way. Old steel bridge, we need 1 metal beam and 2 wooden planks. So we need 2 wooden planks from the lumber mill, which is here. And we need metal beams from over here at the town storage. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to go and have a look, because there is a trailer there. If that trailer there has got wooden beams on, or metal, what have we got over here? 2 sideboards, that has got, I believe that has got the wood on. I've got an image actually, so just give me a minute for the sound. It tells me exactly what sizes everything is, because if you've never played this game before, yeah, you will hear my computer saying Discord up. I've got a screenshot in Discord, and it basically informs you how big things are to go in your truck. Like this truck here only holds 2 slots in the back, okay? It only holds 2 slots in the back. And obviously, right now, we need to carry 2 wood, which is 1 slot each. Okay? It's 1 slot each for that. But we also need to carry a metal beam. Now, the metal beams are a 2 slot for each one. So, as you can imagine, that means 4 in total. So, you either have to do this in 2 trips, or you can use and keep the couple of trailers you will find around the map. There are some trailers around the map that are free to use. You can even sell them if you want to make a bit of money, things like that. Now I prefer to do trips separately. So for example, I prefer to do the metal beams now, and then I'll come all the way back, refuel the truck. It does take a bit longer to do jobs. I always find when I use a trailer, I get stuck 4 times as much. Literally, I struggle like hell when I use a trailer. Now there's a trailer that I'm talking about. That's a trailer, but we can't use that trailer. It doesn't connect to this one. I've also just gone the wrong way. It's because I was looking at that trailer and I wanted you to see the trailer around the map. Now, like I say, if you've seen SnowRunner before, that's fine. I'm just trying to give a little bit of a talk for those who have not seen SnowRunner, who maybe fancy playing it but wasn't really sure. This is the second game to, you know, this is the second one. The first game was called Mud Runner. I never have played that one. Just be warned, I've never played Mud Runner. Right, so we need to go to the metal yard. Now I know where the metal yard is, and I will be using like the little sat-nav things more often. But this map I've played a few times. I played it with the Dragon Lady. Now there's another trailer we could use, but that has got no wood on it, so there's no point getting that. That's how I see that. So if we go onto here, cargo management, we want metal beams. That is 1 metal beam. There you go. Can only carry 1 metal beam because it's a 2 slot. But yeah, there are other things bigger than a 2 slot, so that's when you have to use trailers or bigger trucks and stuff like that. But like I say, for now I'm just kind of trying to show you the way, the basic way. I can go down that road. It would be a lot easier to go down. I did go the wrong way again. Also, if you crash, you do damage your vehicles and you do have to repair them. Now I'm just playing on, I don't want to call it like easy mode, but it is easy mode. Stuff gets repaired for free basically. If I can travel into the garage, stuff does get repaired for free. Now I've always wanted to play the game in non-easy mode, but I would prefer to do that as like with other people, because trust me, you need other people in this game at certain points. Oh, that is not good. Right, give me a second. I'll get rid of that menu. I forgot to get rid of it. There we go. And as you can imagine, guys, when it rains, it gets even worse to drive. Not even joking. It gets worse to drive. There you go. You may repair when you get to the garage. Like I say, those will stop coming up after like the first job or two. There is some wooden beams there, guys. Now this is not the way I normally play the game per se. I do normally prefer to go and get things one at a time, but I kind of just want to get this first episode done, see how people take to it. So I am just going to I've just realised something. I might get stuck here. Let's open that and attach the trailer. There we go. As you can see, the mud is getting worse. I have connected my winch to that lamppost. If you basically look somewhere, guys, it'll give you press, I think it's the Y button on my steering wheel. You can use a winch to get unstuck. Now that's something I'll go into more on a later date when I get proper stuck. But yeah, I want to unlock this garage because I want to go and, what I like to do from a personal point of view on this game, I like to try and go and get all the watchtowers first. Now here's the thing, do you want to watch me get all the watchtowers? You'll have to forgive my mouse being a little bit too quick on the movement, guys. Yeah, it's kind of just the way it is on this game. I could slow the mouse speed down, but then you need the mouse speed in the menus, and you kind of got to find that balance. But yeah, there's ways to do this. Like I say, I need to go and unlock all the watchtowers. All it's going to do is stop the map from looking black, and it'll just show us more jobs, more missions, things like that. So the question is, do you want to see me drive to that? Because that could be an episode in itself where we're just unlocking the watchtowers, but that's all we would be doing. Yeah, so like I say, it's like a catch-22. You can go first person as well, guys. I do really struggle first person on this game. It's not the best view. I can't remember what the view button was either to change, but it's not the best view first person. It's not like Euro Truck Simulator where we where we just do, you know, anything and everything, basically. Brilliant views and stuff like that. It's quite a limited view. Right, now once we've unlocked this bridge, we have to drive to the garage in order for us to finish this mission, as it's called. This mission has not taken as long as I thought it was going to either. Why are you not letting me finish this job? Right, let me just go onto the menu. What were we doing? We didn't activate it, that's why you've got to press activate at the bottom. So forgive me about that, guys. I forgot to activate the job. There we go, we are repairing the bridge. We've delivered it to the bridge. Cargo management. We can drop one metal beam. It's now going to show you a little video of the bridge getting built, the framework. Then we need to cargo management again, and now it's going to do the wood and the wood. And now it's going to build the rest of the bridge. Sorry, I forgot to activate the mission. That was my bad. There you go. One bridge is constructed. So now what's going to happen is press that button there. You can see the bridge is now mended. I want to try and leave my view on that angle there because I always prefer that way. Now if you look on here, guys, just to give you an idea, there is a thing up here called upgrade. That means if we drive all the way up to there, there is a free upgrade for a truck or a car that we either own or will own in this game. Now there's our Chevy truck that we were driving originally. We drove from down here. We drove up here, around this little bit here, to the fuel station. We drove to the watchtower. Then we drove down down there into the lumber mill and up to that truck where we got the Chevy. We then drove the truck to the town storage and then back to the lumber mill. But this right now basically means we've got to drive ourselves to the garage. Please find the garage, basically. There is our next job. Most of the jobs will activate themselves, but there are a lot of side missions and we are going to complete all of them. I don't want to leave a map or this. I don't want to leave an area till we've done it all. But there are 4 sections of a map to one area. So when I call an area, I believe this is Michigan, I think it was called off the top of my head. Black River. It's something. Well, I'll get all the names and that properly once I know people like, yeah, I want to see more of that, or no, I don't, you know what I mean? You know, there are a lot of... Right, so and let me try and show you what we're going to do here. So we've got 2 choices now. We can either use the gear stick and go into low gear. That will help us get through the mud. This means we don't need to use the winch. So if we drop it into low gear, we can get low minus and a low plus on the gears. There's another watchtower. If we go to that watchtower, we can get more of the map unlocked. But this is not the truck for doing that. We're struggling, guys, because 1, lack of grip, and 2, trailers on this game, in my eyes, are very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. So, and it's another reason I personally don't like to use trailers. I would rather make the trip 3 times than take a trailer. Honestly, as you can see, we've got a farm coming up on the left. There is another truck, by the way, guys. It's another Chevy truck. If we get to that Chevy truck and rescue it, I do believe that is a truck we get to keep. Even though we already have a Chevy truck, we can basically just... Yeah, we can just... we can just sell it, basically. At the moment, we've only got low gear, automatic, neutral, and reverse. They are only options on this truck. Now, if we find some of the upgrades on the map, I do know it will upgrade this truck. That is the whole point of some of the upgrades. Now, you won't get all of the upgrades for all of the trucks in the same maps. Some of the upgrades for this truck, for example, go into the next map. The next map being Alaska. Right, I'm going to try and stick to the edge. I always try and stick to the edge as a rule of thumb. If you've got a couple of wheels on dry land when you go into a puddle, you don't tend to get as stuck as much. That's how I've always seen it. Now we're only about 20 minutes in for this and we have reached the garage. Like I said, this map, I know where a lot of stuff is on this map. I've played it a lot. I've played it with the Dragon Lady when she played it, and yeah, the Dragon Lady does play the map as well. There is another truck for us, guys. If we drive into here, you have discovered your first garage. What you've done so far is the meat of the game. Explore and discover watchtowers, complete contracts to earn rewards, and find garages to improve or buy new vehicles. Now let's go inside. Now before we do that, I want to change truck. And what we're going to do, we're just going to do this really, really simple. We're going to recover this truck. Now you're supposed to repair it in the yard, but we're blessed that with this one it's right next to the garage. We just recover it. Yeah. Okay, that went completely wrong. I tell you why that went completely wrong. We didn't unlock the garage. I did that in the wrong order. I'm supposed to unlock the garage first. Yeah, that was my bad. My bad. Right, so let's go into the garage. Yeah, I really messed that one up. Right, there we go. I didn't unlock the garage first. I was getting a little bit ahead of myself there. Move to garage. Proceed to detach trailer. Right. So let me show you another thing. So, let me show you quickly another thing. This is not probably going to be a bit messed up, but I never thought about this. Like I said, I don't normally use trailers. Now the trailer point is round here. So what we do, there's trailers there, we can use those trailers, we can sell those trailers, we can do whatever. Trailer point. We're going to go into here. Okay. And we're going to go into trailer store. Now on this list, you're going to see, and go down, see we've got we've got a sideboard trailer, 3,000 more. We're going to sell that trailer on the back. And it's gone. We've now just made £4,000. Now we can buy a trailer. We can buy any trailers we want as long as we've got the fitment. So we can buy that one back. I like to sell them because there's a lot of trailers around the map early on. There is an upgrade there for a truck. Move this to garage. There we go. This truck is now officially in the garage, okay? So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to go on... These are the maps. So we're in Michigan and we're in Black River. Once we complete this area of the map, we move along to Smithville Dam. Then that'll give us a load more missions and things like that. And then you've got a choice. You can either go to Drummond Island or Island Lane. Now, we'll get into that at a later date if people like this series. I'm just going to unlock them because there's a lot of new... Yeah, look at all this. I don't have Ontario. I don't have that yet. I haven't bought that DLC. Right, what we need to do now then, we need to look at the local map. Okay, that's not... Did I just press the wrong one? Please travel to complete the... You don't have to complete everything in the current location before moving on into the next one. Please prepare your truck for transport by pressing X. Right, okay, so this is because it's a tutorial. So we've done that. Your vehicle is now placed in the truck storage. You are now ready to travel. Press Y to go to the global map. So it wants me just to do this, just to show you. So as you can see, on Alaska, we've got the first section. If we click it, we've got the garage. We can press OK. Give me 1 second. That has... And then what will happen here is... Now, I'm just going to jump here, guys, to get rid of the two... Sorry. Your garage is empty because there's no vehicle here. But if you're going to vehicle storage, these are the vehicles we have. Now, that's the one we've just used. That's the truck I like to use. We've got a CJ7 Renegade. We've got the Bandit. We've got the International HX520. These are DLC trucks, but these are just because I own the DLC. That is probably one of my favourite trucks. That's a horrible little thing, is that thing. But we'll go through all this. But as you can see, so if you do that now, we'll look on the global... No, it's not the global, it's the local map. Again, same here. As you can see, watchtowers to unlock. There's parts, deliveries. There's all sorts of other jobs to do. You can now deploy it. Yeah, I'm not really bothered about that. I want to go back to this place so we can do the first mission. So that's kind of what we've got to do. Now, I'm just going to move all these vehicles. Now, I'm blessed to be able to recover this because I'm not playing in like difficult mode. Everything's free just to do this. But I want to just show you some of the options we can get for the trucks. That is recover. My bad. So again, we can do that one. We can return this. Now, truck storage, we need to find something like this. We might not have enough money to buy this, actually. Or is that... No, we already own that, don't we? There we go. Pressing the wrong button. So now we can go on to customize. Now, when we're on customize, we don't have access to these. Look, if you look here, it'll tell you these engines are available in Alaska. Gearboxes, Wisconsin, Michigan, you know what I mean? So we don't have everything. Now, there are some stuff we have. Like this one. Don't have enough money to buy any of these at the moment. Obviously, we've got tyres. We've got highway tyres, all-terrain tyres, off-road tyres. mud tires and chain tires. As you can imagine, each one serves a separate purpose. Again, you've got to put certain suspension on to use that one. So you can see it's not just possible to go and unlock everything straight away. You know, we have to do certain things to get to certain places. Now, I do like that small roof rack, but that's reached level 9. We are not level 9 yet. What exhaust? No, what suspension did I need for that? Specialist tires. Right, okay. I don't think I might be able to use that. Now, any of these, like stock suspension, you can sell stock suspension. That will give you a little bit of money back, okay? So then we'll go on to tires down here. We'll go on to... Right, so this... Right, that was still... Right, okay. That wasn't enough. You suck. I don't have enough money to buy that suspension just yet. So we're going to have to do this a different way. What have I got on the Chevy? I keep pressing the wrong button right now. That is my bad. Customize. Gearbox. So we can have rear suspension. No, it has not been found yet. Gearbox not been found. Engine's not found. So we're limited to what we can do tire wise. Okay. Truck storage. This thing is brilliant, but it is so terrible on fuel. So what I just want to do now, I just kind of want to leave the garage in this truck, and you'll see why. This does not have a very big fuel tank, but this does give us options for, you know, the tires are already on it, the suspension's already on it. Now there is a watchtower really close by to the garage. You know that one I showed you on the way in? Now I just want to unlock that because it'll possibly unlock us some free upgrades. We still have to drive to the upgrades to get them, but it gives you the idea. You know, we need to go and do that. I also need to remember what the button is to turn the lights on. It has been a long time since I've played this game, and I have forgotten what the key is. Now, as you can see, do you see how easy that was because of the tires and the suspension? The problem with this truck likes to roll. When you've got suspension this high, tires this high, it's brilliant at driving through the mud and deep water and things like that. But the slightest bang at too high a speed, you are going to roll. Simple as that. You are going to roll. But yeah, driving left and right, guys, that is just how the trucks drive. Now, I like to try and avoid driving in the same tyre marks all the time, because it can make the driving situation worse. Also, hitting poles will help. Right, here is a task zone. You'll have to enter it. Right, so we've unlocked a new little side mission, okay? Also, there is a tank. I've just punched the microphone there. If we were in a certain truck, we can use the fuel in that. We can either deliver the fuel on a mission, because it is a mission, but it's also fuel in it you can use on the map. Can I come to the right area? I know there's a watchtower around here. We passed it. I've come in too early. Okay, I've come in too early on the watchtower. But as you can see, up here instead, there is another truck. So we're going to go to the watchtower just to give you an idea. Maybe not the very first, probably not the best first episode. I've done lots of little bits. But yeah, there's a truck over there. If we can get to that truck, it'll tell you what it needs to repair. When you repair it, you take it back to your garage, and it's yours. You can use it. If it's a truck you've already owned, sell it. You don't need the same truck twice. Be warned, you don't need to have the same truck 10 times just because you get it for free. Use it, sell it, use the money. Same with the upgrades. Once you've got a vehicle with, say, the best gearbox on for that truck, sell all the other ones. You don't need to keep it. Selling stuff makes you money. Also, selling stuff gives you full price, because we're playing on like easy mode, as it's called. I won't exactly say it's easy mode still. As you can see, here is the watchtower just to our top right. There you go. That's just what I wanted to get to, just to show you. There you go. We have found a scout and a highway truck. Well, we already found the scout, but the scout was in the farm. We'd already found the highway truck because it was that one I just showed you there. But if you look now, all this here is unlocked. Also, it has found and unlocked all the trailers and all the little mini missions. Like, look, there's another mission here. Fallen power line. That's a good mission to do. It's a big mission to do for what it is. But it unlocks that road. If you don't have this road unlocked, you have to go down all these muddy tracks. You've got more chance of getting stuck. Now, the idea of the game is you want to get stuck. But you also don't want to keep getting stuck to the point where you can't move, or you know what I mean. You want to keep moving along. But as you can see now down here by the garage, there is actually another watchtower on the way back. Like I say, I'm just trying to feel like a good sized episode, give you guys an idea of what. You'll have to excuse my bad driving. If you don't know I've got bad driving by now, you've not been watching the trucking channel for long. Yeah, I need to remember what the light button is. I need to remember that. And that is not the button I thought it was. Okay, side lights have come on. They've come on automatically. Well, that's not too bad. I maybe have it set to automatic. Like I say, it's a long time since I played this. I think it's when you get the extra bright lights. I think they're the ones you turn on. Because again, you can add lights. You can add lights to your game. Well, that was really, really weird. Night time's coming. My frame rate has just plummeted. I'm on a 4080 on Snowrunner, and I'm playing on 48 frames. That doesn't sound right. But yeah, if I wanted to now, I could just recover back to the garage. It would give me free fuel. It would repair any damage that I've done. Now, here's something I wanted to do just to show you what you can do. Now, if we're on here, you can right-click. And it'll give you these little markers, okay? These little markers are basically like a sat-nav. Kind of. Now, I don't know if we'll have enough fuel to get all the way up here. So now if we look on here, it might not be the best. It might not exactly be on the road, but it gives you an idea of the direction you want to go in. So this is another way of not getting lost, I suppose. You can pre-plan all of your routes. Like I say, I'm trying to make this a good 40-minute episode, first episode in. I could have just opened the bridge, gone to the garage, job done. But I like to make mistakes on a video as well, because it kind of shows you that, you know, it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong way to play this game. You use whatever truck you want. You use whatever equipment you want. You know what I mean? It is so bloody awful to drive this truck. I hate driving the trucks with the big tyres like this. They don't drive where you want. Like, you'll turn the steering wheel, they won't turn. You'll turn it a little bit more, and it'll just go flying. Right, now as you can see, you couldn't bring... What I'm in right now is a scout vehicle. The whole point of a scout vehicle is to scout the area. I.e., go get the watchtowers. That's the easiest way to describe it. You couldn't bring a truck and a trailer up here. Well, you could, but you'd struggle. Now, I might at some point have to... My game keeps freezing. It might be because I'm going into a different area that I haven't loaded in yet. You know, like on Farm Sim, for example, and trucking. Yeah, might be that. It's a weird one. I will lower some settings though after this, because I don't want to be playing it. Yeah, I'm back down to 40 frames again for some reason. It's weird. I didn't have 40 frames on a 3080, let alone on a 4080. But then again, I am also now playing in 4K. I'm also recording in 4K. Yeah, I just want to get this second watchtower, guys, just so we can say we've unlocked the bottom of this map. Yeah, the next episode, for example, we can either do a mission or we can unlock a watchtower. Or, I'll tell you what we could do. We could start by unlocking a watchtower, then doing one mission. We need to find all the upgrades ASAP. Now, as you can see, we have made it all the way up here. This thing is awful to drive. I genuinely don't like this one. We could skip all these cutscenes, and not really the end of the world. Upgrade location has been discovered. I keep pressing that wrong button. And there is an upgrade near the farm. See, that's quite an easy one to get to. But if we just recover this now, and then leave the garage, that's the easiest way. You'll probably see me play this game at the moment. It's just easy. It doesn't cost us anything. If we're playing hard mode, it costs to recover, it costs to refuel, everything costs. When you sell equipment and stuff, you only get like half the money back. You know what I mean? It does cost, but this one doesn't. So again, you can see I've created a little track, so I know where to go. I need better lights on this truck. Until we get better lights, that's what it is. The lights I was looking for, we haven't bought yet. But ignore me about the lights for now. But you can buy really bright lights you can put on, and yeah, we don't have those lights at the moment. So we do have to struggle a little bit in the dark. But unlocking this upgrade will give us some XP. That'll help boost the level, which means we might be able to unlock a light sooner. Alright, now this is going to be fun. Oh, as you can see, that is not the widest little bridge. There we go. Get upgrade. That upgrade is race suspension for show truck list for the GMC MH9500. So that is, wow, yeah, so that's one of the trucks we've already got. So if we recover that back now, retain that vehicle. Where was that? So we've now just found the suspension, race suspension. You've got no idea how much that will help. And once you've got race suspension, you're talking off-road tires, chain tires, possibly. Now, as you can see with the tires, it tells you here, average on road. These are off-road tires. They're not the best on the road, but they do a good job. Or they do an average job. They're excellent off-road, and they're good in the mud. So you've got to see where you are on the map, see what your mission is, choose what you're going to do. Obviously, we need to reach rank 8 to unlock them. But I'm just trying to show you some of the... These are poor in the mud. Highway tires are bad in the mud. So if we're doing a muddy job, we don't really want to be using this truck. Then there's visuals. These are the, look, rooftop lights, for example. No. So as you can see, there's a lot we can do on this. There's a lot we can do. I think in the next episode, we need to drive north and unlock this watchtower. This will unlock us a factory over here, but I know there's a factory over there. And then I think we need to be looking at fixing the fallen power line. I also know there's another bridge round here between these two watchtowers. That needs to be unlocked because, again, it needs to be unlocked because it's a bridge we have to cross. Otherwise, you have to go a real big, massive, dirty, muddy way, and it's really difficult to get to, basically. We've got a highway truck here we need to repair, and a scout truck there we need to repair. So we could do with trying to get to them. We need to drive over here where it's dark, where it's like a light grey colour, because there's missions in here, and you get the idea. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. Look, there's another watchtower over there and an upgrade over there. So that'll be worth trying to get to. And then, yeah, hopefully, like I say, you've enjoyed it. It's a different kind of trucking game. It's still trucking at the end of the day, and that's what I thought about it. You know, it's still trucking, and hopefully, you know, if you enjoy it, we can look at bringing this a little bit more. let me know in the comments what you think. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, and until the next one, I'll see you all later on.